So are you thinking of starting and launching a business that will thrive in this modern age? In this video, I explain 7 ways by which you can launch out if you're a startup on a budget. Just promise me you would at least buy data. So let's go. So there has never been a time that it was so easy to start a business than now. Now, please don't go yet. Even though you don't intend on starting a business or launching out, you could use some of these tips if you already run a business. Now, the ability to connect to literally 1 billion people is the blessing of this generation. I personally have connected to lots and lots of great people on this platform and even found some businesses that I would never have known existed just by the content they share or through promotions that I saw. Now, the reality in launching a business might seem so easy from the strategies I might give in this video, but the truth is, in reality, execution is key. Now, my personal experience launching a business far back in 2015 was asking my friends to put up a flyer I had designed on their WhatsApp profile photos. Now, back then, this wasn't so rampant, so I was actually able to get a lot of people put it on their profile pictures on WhatsApp, even on Facebook and Instagram. Instagram, not so much then because Instagram was just evolving. In fact, I remember an experience where I was using hashtags that people in my area were currently not using, and it made a lot of difference in terms of who was seeing our posts that eventually led to some business. Now, how you do that is dependent on how much knowledge you have on what marketing for the now is. Now, I must say again that this isn't a quick hack to your startup problems at the beginning, but you don't have to worry about being seen or heard, and most importantly, making meaningful connections and building relationships that would extend to the real world, because that's what we want as business people, customers. Now, the first thing to consider is to be intentional. Now, not to sound inauthentic, but somehow you have to leverage this social thing. Now, you've been giving, but even now you have to give more, but this time be intentional about it. Now, I'll let you ponder on how that relates to you. Now, the second is to leverage relationships with your influencer friends. Now, every one of us has 1 or 2 friends that are big on social and doing big things. It could be a popular face. You could strategize using the person for your brand launch or collaborate with the person for your marketing campaign. Now, another thing is not to look at only the people that have millions of followers. In fact, there could be micro influencers on WhatsApp, on Instagram that would be more effective for your brand. Now, the third is to utilize digital tools. So you need a good knowledge of some tools that are relatively inexpensive that would offer you a good mileage on whatever budget your marketing is. There are free tools to help you build a website, free tools to help you listen on your audience insights, free tools to know what times to post, and so many other things that can have an effect on the launch and success of your business. So do the work in learning them and applying them. Now, number 4 is to leverage communities. Now, there are lots of communities that offer you a ton of support. Take, for example, the Women in Business platform. Such communities can greatly affect the launch of a product or your brand and help you create that initial buzz you need, especially when starting out. They essentially have large groups, both offline and online. Now, these are essentially very large groups. Now, you could choose to stand on the roadside and share flyers, or probably just design one and share to the relevant platforms. Now, the 5th is to foster offline engagement. Now, your goal should be to drive your audience online to make physical contact with your product, or basically experience it if it's a service. Now, thinking about ways to drive offline connection can be very, very crucial. You can think about doing a t-shirt giveaway. Everybody likes a wolf. Now, it makes the audience carry the message offline, and this has a very big impact on your marketing. Now, the 6th is to leverage media partners. Now, what does this mean? Remember, you're a startup and you don't have as many funds as you would want to, but you have friends in the media space. You could give them your product to try out and they could make content out of it, essentially. Now, a good content copywriter could be all your business needs to have that real impact, and of course, the boost needed to introduce your brand to the market. Or a blog post properly distributed can give your brand the impact it needs. Or lastly, you could even consider a video. Now, the last is you. Yes, you. You're the #1 salesperson for your business, in case you haven't noticed. The word on your business should be in your mouth literally every time. Build your personal brand, attend conferences, and in those conferences have content that will be spread and shared across all of your platforms. Or you could start a column, you could start a blog, you could be more visible on some social networks that attract the kind of people you want to do business with. If you can even dance, by all means, sell yourself and your market in moderation. Selling is not a dirty word. Yep, you heard me. So let me hear your thoughts in the comment section on which of these strategies have worked for you or which one in particular is the most effective. My name is Tochi Okwala and this has been another episode of Be Content.